Hey, what's up guys? Regal Gamer back here with episode number 4 of Only on Xbox, where I review the top Xbox exclusive games. Here I have a console exclusive, obviously from the legendary series, The Elder Scrolls. We have The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Obviously a great game, very famous game. Now this game did come out on PCs, but like I said, console exclusive. And this is the absolute definitive version of the game that you're going to want to grab. This is the Game of the Year version. The reason I absolutely would suggest the Game of the Year version is because of all the DLC. Unless you have the ability to go back and get DLC now, I mean, I don't know who does, but if you do, then go ahead, go for that version. But yeah, I mean, without this version, you're likely not going to get the DLC. So like I said, guys, absolutely amazing series, amazing game. Obviously has risen to prominence in recent years even more so with Skyrim, Oblivion, and Elder Scrolls Online. But without further ado, let's get to it. One of the things that really sets this game apart from other games in the time period was the voice acting. While it's not great by today's standards, this game is actually very well voice acted for the time, and I can't really think of too many games with better voice acting during this period. The level of detail in this game was absolutely stunning. There was nothing like this before or during this period. Even things like the books that we take for granted today were in the game. I mean, you could read books in this game. That sounds so simple by today's standards. But stuff like that didn't exist before, and it really helped to create an immersive world. And this game should be cherished for the way it broke ground and influenced the way the games would be made moving forward on consoles. There's so much detail in the armor, the weapons choices, the dialogues that you have with people. It's, like I said, it sounds so simple by today's standards, but it's just hard to explain on how groundbreaking this was. And most people didn't believe a game like this was possible on consoles. And this is one of the biggest things I think the original Xbox has over the other consoles of the system and before. No other system could match this. PlayStation 2, GameCube, PS1, none of those systems could make this game possible, other than the original Xbox. This game is great for Elder Scrolls fans or RPG fans in general. The one major downside about this game that I cannot stress enough is the poor controls. If you really are a big control guy, you might be thrown off by this game, because I did not like that. I think it really took away from the gameplay, unfortunately. And it's pretty sad, because I think it's something that could have been done. I mean, I don't think it would have been too difficult to adjust the gameplay controls, even if you have to simplify them down, make it turn-based, just to make the game feel more comfortable. Because this game was so groundbreaking in terms of its detail, I did have to lack in a couple other areas. The biggest area where it did lack in was the graphics, especially of the characters. Some of the people in the game's graphics are just appalling. The way they run it's comical. It really ruins the immersion of some of the aspects of the game. And then there are parts of this game where the graphics do look quite good. Some of the buildings, the backgrounds, the environments all look pretty good, like they could be early 360 titles. I would say that on some of these parts. I just think that there was too much detail in this game from the books, from the quest, from the story mode, that it really limited the amount of space left on the console, left on the hardware at the time to be able to implement better graphics. Turning this back to a more positive note, however, this game was absolutely stunning. There was nothing like this before, and not for a while after. This game it's really probably the first great Western RPG that I have ever played. I can't really think of anything before this that stood up to this, and it was groundbreaking for the series. This might be considered the game that turned RPGs more from JRPGs more to the Western RPGs. If you are a fan of great story games, great epic games, quests, you're going to love this game. If you're somebody who likes a button smasher, who just wants to go out there and have a quick fun game, I mean, this game might not be for you. Because like I said, the graphics do pull the game back a little bit. But other than that, guys, this game is an absolutely amazing game. And it's great bang for your buck. I mean, you're going to spend maybe 10 to 15 bucks for this game. And you're going to get 50, 60, 200 hours out of this game easy. If you're a completionist, I can easily see you sitting down and spending 200 or 300 hours in this game, and it's well worth your time, guys, because it's an absolute fantastic game.